And hello everybody, and we are back with more Dungeons and Dragons for a small
Back, boys,
hiatus.
girls, and squirrels.
Where we last left off, our party had returned to Bryn Schreider, talked with Celesta's contact Beldora, and accidentally killed her by happenstance.
It was manslaughter.
We played around a little bit with necromancy. It was fine.
She is back. The party then went off to the tavern for the night to recuperate after their traumatic experience, and ended last session going to bed after Nessa spoke with a very angry-looking Minotaur.
I don't remember the Minotaur part.
In the morning,
I only slightly remember the Minotaur part. Walked over with a glass of milk.
and now in the morning, you hear yet a familiar voice. The speaker of the Lonely Woods is looking for hunters to bring the head of the White Moose Menace. Speak with Huddle for more.
The what? The White Moose Menace?
The what wants what?
Hold up. That sentence was a flashbang. I don't remember anything else you said. The instant you said white, I was like, you said white, I was like, okay, wolf. And you went moose, I'm like, what? And then you said menace, and I was like,
Okay,
Okay, can we try speaking that in English and not a poor imitation of the Scots?
The speaker of the Lonely Woods is looking for hunters to bring the head of the White Moose Menace.
oh, what am I kidding? I'm not going to hear this.
Speak with Huddle for more. Yeah, X, I need you to roll me a Constitution save to see if you wake up from this. If you're waking up to this.
Oh
With
yeah, because you're
disadvantage,
drunk.
right?
Oh, you had one of the strongest beers that are here.
Yeah, with disadvantage,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, with disadvantage.
So why?
8.
Yep, you're out.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
gonna
hear
have
any
you,
of
I'm
this.
gonna
I'm
have
not
you read
writing
that
it down.
one more time for me, Hallie. Just one
Okay.
more time.
Speaker of Lonely Wood is looking for hunters to bring the head of the White Moose Menace.
God, every time.
Speak with Huddle for more.
Okay. I had to write that one out word for word because I didn't know how to parse that otherwise.
Yeah, same. Okay. I mean,
Wait, what session number are we on? Sorry.
This is
I'm
12.
asking an important question. Thank you.
We've gotten 3, 4, 5, 6 rumors so far, right?
I believe so.
okay. So, one, I can totally believe that a moose would be a menace. They are a menace. So, like, fair. Isn't Huddle an action?
It could also
Yeah,
be a
It
name.
could be a name. It could be a name depending on what species. I mean, what race
It
they
also
are.
could be a
Species
group.
is more reasonable for me to say at this point.
It also could be a way to reference a group.
I guess. Also, I feel like species is probably the most accurate term.
It's more accurate because they're not a race of humans. They're a species. It's anyway.
Yeah. How do you spell menace?
M-E-N-A-C-E. Menace.
Men and
Men ace, yes.
oh no, oh it is a men ace.
How would we find? I don't know. we've done everything else in this area, right? We returned the iron, we returned the signs, the lantern. Wouldn't be bad to check this out.
I could
Also,
give you a
Are we
list, but I'm
awake?
not awake
Are
right
we
now.
awake and actually discussing this?
I'm not.
I was
I'm
gonna say
awake.
that's my question.
well,
I
also
imagine
just to
Nessa woke up to that 'cause
remind,
Nessa wasn't drunk, so.
also just to remind the two of you who are awake, you guys did have the map leading out of the floor plan of the cities of the 10 towns, as well as the bunker located to the south on the map. So just as a reminder of that.
I'm also just trying to remember what we discussed our next steps were going to be.
I think our next
Brain,
steps
no,
were
want to think.
Well, part of your next steps was trying to get information out of Beldora.
we did
Do we
that.
want to go back and talk more with Beldora? We were telling Beldora about the cult. I remember that.
Yeah, and then you guys killed her for a few hours.
Not a few hours. It was not a few hours.
It
And she
It
wasn't
took
killed. She was just
half an hour tops.
temporarily not
it takes an
alive.
hour to cast to use a spell scroll of true resurrection.
Oh yeah, never
And
mind.
it's not that we
Hmm.
killed her. She was just temporarily not exactly alive.
By your actions.
Hold up,
Technically,
hold
she. Okay, excuse me. She chose to pull cards.
Daily,
After being pressured in by Celeste.
Did you guys get a gold medal for all this mental gymnastics?
It is not.
God damn, that's pretty good.
I mean, technically, are you actually dead if they resuscitate you?
I'm not engaging
I
in
mean,
this
yeah, your
because
heart,
my
your
entire
heart stopped,
character's next arc
but
is about this, so
you're still asleep.
it's like
You're out of here.
Just saying.
your heart. If your
Just
heart
because
stopped,
someone
but they got it
offers you a
restarted,
knife,
did you actually
it's
die?
not their fault if you stab yourself.
yeah, but it is your fault if it does if they don't tell you it's a knife, they hand it to you. It's okay. It's
So-
more like if someone hands you a lightsaber and doesn't tell you what it is, and you push the button and it goes through your eye socket.
No, it's you hand somebody a grenade and they don't know if it's a grenade and that it's armed.
Exactly. It's literally you hand them a foil wrap package and say, "Here, you'll like this," and they open it up and it's a grenade that's armed and it immediately goes off.
Who's at fault?
It was definitely our fault, but you guys can certainly continue those gymnastics. My character definitely blames herself.
And
That
Thalia's
was a
point
good
of view,
ethics
it's
lesson.
kind of the natural consequences of pulling a card.
I'm not talking about this anymore. The ethics lesson is over.
You're still asleep. Go back
You're
to bed.
still asleep.
I'm assuming
Hey.
Thalia and Nessa are walking out to the main area of the inn.
As we're discussing all of this, obviously.
Well, you don't.
Like,
Well, I don't think you were in the
well-
same room, but you walk out, you meet each other in the hallway, you start chit
And
chatting.
start discussing this. Exactly.
I'm concerned about a moose. That's not an animal I'm usually concerned about.
I don't think I've ever run into a moose. Are they like deer? I've seen pictures of moose. How big are they? They can't be any bigger than a buck, right?
Um, uh, um,
Like, how worried should we be about this moose?
Said every North American before they met a moose.
X, you're asleep.
I still haven't met met a moose. I still haven't met a moose. I went to Canada. I didn't even see a moose. I went to Alaska.
Kaylee-
Didn't see a moose.
X,
Kaylee,
roll
I'm
me a
taking you
d4.
somewhere when you come here. I will take you somewhere. What is this D4 for?
Thing
Or
is
to
there
see how much
are places. There
longer
are
you're asleep
places where
for.
I live.
I already
There's
rolled that
places
D4.
here in my state
and
where
then
you
a
can see a
D6 'cause
moose.
it
I just
rolled a
never been
4.
there. Thing
So
is,
you got
do you
10
remember when
minutes.
you can see moose?
I've seen quite a few. They're very
I-
popular around here. One
I
pooped
was
on my
thinking
grandma.
more like 4 hours if left undisturbed. So
Well, we'll make it an
Um,
hour if undisturbed. Which again, we do have a tracking
Yeah.
time in real time.
yeah, because unless someone comes and gets me, I am undisturbed. I just wanted to
'Cause
mention
apparently-
though
yeah.
the moose. And
Apparently Deer
Daily, I'm
Mountain
taking
and-
you to see a moose. You need to see a
gonna
moose in
say-
real life.
Apparently,
I-
Deer Mountain up in Park City gets moose, is what I was told. But I've never been to Park City, so.
we have
Any
them.
case, reel us back in here.
Um.
What
So
concerns
as
do we have
when
about this moose?
when you ask that, Thalia's just gonna kind of look down at you. So, you know these antlers on my shoulders?
Yeah.
These are moose antlers.
Damn, how did they carry those on their small head? I am
Have you-
playing into the fact that Nessa has never seen a moose.
Have you
Oh.
ever spent any amount of time in the forest? Any significant amount of time in the forest?
The forests around my home are mostly filled with deer.
So,
And the occasional goblin.
And goblins and hobgoblins and occasionally orcs.
moose stand
Some owlbears.
about at my height, if not taller.
Nessa tilts her head back. Oh, we should be concerned about the moose. How do you take
Yeah.
down a moose? Is it easier or harder than taking down an owlbear?
You don't.
Harder than an owlbear. Damn.
You remember that polar bear sleigh that we ran across?
Yes.
I once
We
saw
dragged that home with us.
I once saw an accident where someone was driving a polar bear sleigh. It was real big and hit a moose. The moose got up and walked away.
Yeah.
The sleigh didn't.
Damn. I don't want to hunt down this moose anymore. No, I think it's worth it. I no longer think this moose is worth it.
I
Yeah.
think it probably
Cat
is.
failed
hey,
successfully.
Hey, X, as a DM, does that sound like a lack of glory to you?
That sounds an awful. Look, I'm not gonna lie. If I was a glory paladin, my immediate response would be salivating at the challenge.
That
The
sounds
more
not
she
very
talked,
glory.
The more excited I would have gotten. I'm not gonna lie. The more she talked, the more excited I would have gotten. That's not very glory of you, you know.
Well, then again, Nessa also wasn't very confident about the dragon. She was certain they were going to die, and she didn't want to see her friends die.
I'm just saying there are versions of the glory paladin that would have heard about this moose and what it's doing to people, and the more dangerous it got, the more excited they would have become.
Then
I
again, Nessa is
will-
also re-questioning everything because she did just witness someone die.
That's true.
I will say,
So-
Nessa, moose in general are very pacifist creatures, and unless they're actively like you have to actively anger one, they tend to run more than do anything else. not very aggressive
So wait.
creatures on general. So
Unless
This
they're
moose is a
horny.
menace.
yeah, to have one
But this
labeled
moose is
as
a
a
menace.
menace.
Also, David,
So
do you know what your
as
tenets
ne-
of glory are?
Give me a second, because I imagine at this point that we are sitting at the bar, right? Basically waiting to order breakfast. Okay, Nessa's gonna sit there. She's gonna be chewing on her thumbnail, and she's gonna be like muttering under her breath to herself and like, that sounds like more like a one person can take on, but maybe if we had, and I do have a cool new sword. There's a menace, and that would be actually good for the people around if we took care of this menace. And I
Hey,
wonder
Ellie.
what kind of boots I could make out of that sort of pelt.
Kelly,
Huge.
Yes, Valk?
Do I think I'm gonna die for it? Would I
Is-
die in a book?
wasting
Ah.
disease a thing in D&D?
Wasting disease?
Oh no. No, no, no. I know what that is. No.
Why are we
Have
talking?
you ever heard of the knot deer?
I've heard of the knot deer, but that's I know of its existence, but that's about it.
So it is a fatal neurological illness that shows up in deer and stuff, and also moose, elk, etc. And basically, it drives them insane and wastes their body away.
There are no zombie deers in D&D. In these days,
Oh, they're
at
not
least not
zombies.
yet.
They're still alive. Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
Kind
not
of.
likely.
They're kind of alive.
I guess the question she's asking is
Yeah.
that a possibility that Valk could know about?
I would say, if you, Valk, have not seen any animals exhibiting that sort of condition.
It is really sad.
Hopefully that will satisfy
anyway-
your qualm.
I have unfortunately
Nessa is-
seen deer with this condition.
Nessa is gonna continue to sit there and chew on her thumbnail as she's like muttering to herself about, okay, but we were on a quest already. We kind of gotta finish this quest. We did almost kill someone. That's not very good for our image. Taking down a moose. I mean, that's quite the trophy.
I don't know
Not
if
a moose, but also
mean-
the sun. Gotta save the sun.
But here's the thing, this could be a part of that, but also, I think we got all the information we can get, didn't we? At this point, we need to find out more about those stones, isn't it? I can't remember where we left off that conversation.
You were trying to get more information about Chardowin, possibly think about setting up a trap.
Oh, that's right.
It's been a while, so I'm giving you guys some refreshers.
I'm reading my notes right now. It's a good use of my time.
I am not a note taker. I'm trying. I am not a note taker though, so
Hey, don't worry, all of my notes for this campaign are in my head. minus my DM notes, but the stuff that you guys are doing is in my head.
Okay.
you must
Nessa
love our
finally
chaotic
pulls her-
playstyle.
It's
Nessa finally pulls her thumbnail from between her teeth. It is gnawed almost all the way to the pad of her finger. And she's gonna put both hands down on the table with a fist, down on the table, and she's like, okay, I've got it. Because we've got to spread our name far enough in order for our name to get to the cult, so the cult knows who we are. And then once they know who we are, they know that we're after them, that will lure them to us, which will make it easier to decimate their numbers and to get to the bottom of what they're planning, find out who their leader is, find out where they're organizing. We do have to lure them to us. It's too difficult going to find them. We have to lure them to us. And to lure them to us, they need to know who we are. Which means we need to make a bigger name for ourselves, which means we go after the moose.
We could spread a rumor that we had a special magical item, like give vague descriptions that it like you could associate it with, you know, what they're looking for, that allowed us to take down the moose.
Yes, exactly that.
All right. So who wants to go wake up Celeste and tell her we're going moose hunting? And who knows? Do you have any idea what this huddle is?
I don't, but I'm sure I can find out. You want to go wake Celesta?
No, because it was my deck of cards.
Sounds like someone's having some regrets.
Pro
No,
tip,
she's just lived in
either-
the woods long enough to know when not to poke a sleeping bear.
Exactly.
Speaking of, do you want to pull one?
At this point, anything to not have to confront Celesta at this very moment. Yes, please.
All right, how many do you want to pull?
Let's pull 2.
The beginning and the end.
Okay, so
The
the
alpha
first
and the
time-
omega.
I'm gonna pull up
All
my
right,
notes
I need
here.
you to roll a 2d10.
Oh damn! I didn't set that one.
Yeah.
I didn't fix the roll button on that one. I'll have to fix that after stream.
Oh, I think this is hilarious. So as you look at the card beginning, you feel invigorated. Like as soon as you pull it, you feel invigorated. You feel stronger. You can go take another hit.
I can kill a moose. I can kill a moose.
Yes.
I can bring down the moose. I can totally bring down the moose.
And your hit points are your hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 4 for the next 8 hours.
Wow.
I like that
actually,
because
that's
that way I
great.
can just copy and paste it from that. It's a lot easier.
I need you to roll me 2d10.
Uh-oh.
At the
You
end,
can
I
do
actually
the
had,
2d10.
there's actually a roll button inside of that one.
Oh, there was. But I rolled my 2d10.
Well, there's 2 sets of roll d10s. So the second
I
roll
rolled it
d
twice?
well, the second set of roll d10s which is for the end is 8. Because I just rolled it for you.
Oh, okay. Because I was just linking off the first card first. Anyway.
Yep, and now we're on the second
Yep.
card.
Oh.
So
Okay,
as
well,
soon
at
as
least
you
take that temporary hit points, right?
You get +4 maximum hit points for 8 hours. We can slap those as temp hit points for now if needed.
so
I'll just slap them on.
as soon as you pull the end card, you feel kind of like a searing pain start radiating from your hands.
Wait,
Mm.
isn't that the card that fuck, that's the card that we drew earlier, isn't it?
It flashes quickly from your hands to your whole body, and you take 8 points maximum hit point reduction. Does that make sense?
So you take 8 hit points of damage, and your maximum hit point total is reduced by 8.
This
Does that
reduction
just take away from
lasts
my
unt-
temporary hit points?
As in, take
Yes,
away from your
because-
temporary hit points.
Well, that's
Yes,
a good
because
card
that
for your
wasn't
goal.
actually a temporary hit point, though that was a change in your
Oh.
maximum. This is also a change in your maximum.
So now
Okay,
your
so basically
maximum
my
is
maximum
an
is
even -4.
it's
Eh,
just
even
a
minus 4.
Okay. Cool.
Good job.
This reduction lasts until you
Damn.
finish a long rest, but can be ended early by a remove curse.
How can I edit my maximum hit point?
I can get it for you here in a second.
I'm just trying to find where.
I am gonna pull one
no
for
idea where I can take that.
myself, Helly.
Temporary max HP -4. So I went to the edit for you, hit the gear next to configure hit points, and then temp max HP. I just typed in -4.
Oh wait,
Dope.
edit. Oh.
And you pull one for yourself there, Valk?
Yes, I pulled lock for myself.
So you gain the ability to cast
Oh, there.
knock 1d3 times. If you want, there's a 1d3 button inside of there.
Yeah, but if I want to close this table, well, actually, can I just close this table?
I mean, you could. Again, you can also just click on it just right from the chat log.
Yeah,
It'll make up a new
I like
window.
that. I like having all the windows up.
That's fair.
Oh, cool. 3.
Anyway,
Sorry, I was just checking that it worked.
Alright. Got those listed in there. Well, I did feel like I could kill a moose. But now I hurt. But I still
Then
want
you-
to kill the moose.
Then you got a nice slap to the face.
I still think the best way to make her name for ourselves and put a target on her back is killing the moose.
well, go wake up your girlfriend.
I am not going to even.
Oh,
Don't know what the word I'm looking for. I'm not giving you an answer to that. And she's gonna walk away.
Where's Sebastian?
And standing
He's in my
next to
room.
Celeste.
He is literally standing right next to my bed, staring at me.
Standing
With
guard.
his hand up. And he
Okay,
just,
that's
at
just-
some point in the night, he did reach out and just took my hand in his. And now he's just standing there, holding my hand.
So Thalia
Vanessa's
is
gonna stand in the hallway and knock on the door.
Okay.
Alright.
No answer.
Yeah.
Not even Sebastian?
Why would he?
Why would he answer the door? He might be on guard
Mhm.
now, but he didn't answer the door.
Alright, knocking
Actually,
again.
you know what, Nessa? Make a perception check for me, if I may, Helly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Flat 10.
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
After maybe like a minute or so of knocking and there being no answer, Nessa is gonna try to open the door.
Okay. Do you like say anything through the door, or do you just knock?
Mostly just knocking. She's gonna crack open the door and be like, Celesta. Morning.
You hear the sound of a sword being sheathed. No
I'm
response.
just gonna close the door. We'll meet you out there. Gonna close the door.
Sebastian walks over and opens the door.
With Nessa standing there about to turn away to walk away.
He's just staring at you.
Morning. Sir.
He like steps away and turns and looks and starts staring at Celesta. He's like not in the doorway anymore.
Wait, it was Sebastian that was sheathing the sword?
He has his sword on his hip, so You tell me.
Oh wait, no, Celeste doesn't have a sword. What was I thinking? Whatever.
I don't know what you were thinking. Are you sure you're not the drunk one?
I may not be drunk, but I'm still tired and recovering from being sick, you bastard.
Fair. Yeah, Celesta's just
Eh.
laying on her back in the bed, completely
So
out.
Nessa's just standing there in the doorway. She's gonna point between Bastion and herself and Celesta in kind of like a non-verbal way, and like you want me to go in and am I waking her up?
He just looks at you.
Well, like actually saying that.
looks
On
at
motion.
Celesta. Yeah, he looks at you, looks at Celesta, looks at you.
Back and forth.
I don't understand you. That's all she says, and then she's gonna walk past Sebastian and then gently put her hand on Celesta's shoulder, just shake her awake a little bit, like
Sebastian
leaning
closes
back
the
at
door
a
behind
distance,
you.
leaning back at a distance, reaching out full extension of arm to set upon Celesta's shoulder and shake her a little bit.
Nothing. You gotta remember
a
what
little
I
bit
drank
harder.
last night.
Shakes a little bit harder, leaning in just a little bit more.
Roll me a strength check, Daily.
Alright. I'll do that. Just base strength or athletic?
Just strength. Okay.
Oh boy.
X, you wanna try making a con save against that to see if you sleep through?
I have disadvantage on that right now.
Yeah?
So I'm just gonna... Yeah, sure. I think there needs to be other consequences as well. No, that was advantage. Sorry, let me try that
Okay.
again.
I was
Time
like,
proper.
damn.
Six.
All right, you are awake. I need a D6 from you.
Is there gonna be projectile vomit involved?
No, this is to see how long you're hungover for.
Oh, cool. Is that how that works? That's not how that works.
You forgot the
Last
roll. All right, you're
4.
hungover for 4 hours.
You shake me awake, and you just hear groaning, and then I kind of put my push you away, and then roll over and curl up in the bed.
5 more minutes.
It's just not incoherent grumbling.
Nessa's sitting here and she's thinking, and I'm like, okay, shaking her awake didn't work. I could go for the shock factor. I have 2 choices here. Hey X, high or low?
Yeah. Oh no. I'm gonna lowball this one.
All right. I can roll. That would
That's
be
a high.
considered high, right?
11 to 20 is high.
All right, we're gonna go for the worst one.
Oh boy.
Oh lord.
Ness is gonna lean in close enough to Celeste's ear that she's definitely got to be able to hear this, and just at a reasonable volume, be like, "I may or may not have revealed to your dad that I have a crush on you." Through Sebastian.
You just went nuclear.
The
That's
other
not
option
even-
was to kiss Celeste awake, so.
Give me a perception
my-
check there, X, to see if you actually understood this
here's
nuclear
the thing.
option.
No, here's the thing. She definitely woke me up. I am awake. I am just being a butt and rolling over because I have a headache.
Okay, fair enough.
Just because I want to have to process how I'm going to react to this in this exact moment.
Meanwhile, Thalia's just out having breakfast, waiting for the
I'm gonna
bombshell.
grapple. I'm gonna grapple. I'm gonna
All right.
do a grapple check.
I got a button for this. Maybe.
You. That's perception. That's perception.
Yeah. Oh, I have a choice to fail a perception check on purpose.
Wait, why am I rolling perception?
I don't know. It did something weird. It asked me to roll perception, and
Oh, I
rolled
hit a
perception.
button that was not the right button.
It's
Macros
a
got
contested roll.
Macros got weird with updates.
How do you
Negative
how do you
85.
get a minus 100?
Because I chose to fail. So it rolled a normal perception check and then minus 100 to guarantee I failed.
That's incredible. What's even more incredible is that there are some builds where a negative 100 wouldn't even mean you failed it.
Okay,
That's
requesting the
hilarious.
roll.
Alright.
I'm not anywhere near you guys. I shouldn't even be a part of this conversation.
I hit the wrong button. I owned up to it.
You're good.
Okay, here we go.
I choose to fail. I choose to
That's
fail
fair.
because Nessa's really she's just accepting the consequences of this.
Yeah, no, I snap around at the highest speed I can go, which is not really fast at this point.
No. but-
Filled with there is a number of emotions on my face, all of which are like
Am I getting
miles deep. As I
Is
just
this
I
Cavadon?
literally grab you by the shoulders, flip you onto the bed, and then I'm now like holding you down,
pinned.
just completely pinned down as I'm just staring down at you, just like it's like a mixture of rage and fear and pain and
Also, Sebastian
headache.
seeing this has drawn his sword.
yeah.
Nessa's gonna lift a hand with like one finger up and be like, if it's any consolation, I did not, your dad could see through Sebastian at the time.
I you first of all,
You're
you have
pretty
a
when
crush
you're
on me?
angry.
Second of all, you told my father through Sebastian. Third of all, I told you already that's before. When did you tell my father? Because that's very important. Was it before or after you met him?
Before.
No, it wasn't. It was after.
No, it was before.
No.
No,
it was when we
because
were
It
at
was
the
after.
fortress. No, it was
was
when
after.
we
It
were
was
at the
after.
fortress.
Oh, it was
the
after.
second. It was the
Yep.
second time we got to the fortress. We already
Yep.
had our
Because you guys-
because we had already
Nessa-
used
Because
them.
you guys were going up to
I-
the upper area, to the northern section to check, and Nessa
So,
was with Sebastian tending to the llamas.
So what I'm hearing is Nessa's about to lie to me.
No, because I remember discussing it before, the first time we were there, before we found out that the dogs were gone.
It was after.
Was it
no.
after?
Yeah,
It
it was
was.
after.
It happened twice then. It happened twice
It
then.
did happen twice. I forgot
The
about
first
that.
time was before we met Roland.
Oh,
I don't
no,
remember the
you're
first
right,
time, but
because
I will believe
that's
you.
Why,
Yeah, I
that's
don't
why
either.
he
But
gave us the hug. I remember thinking that's why he gave us the hug is because you had talked to Sebastian, but you weren't as in depth with it the first time. The second time you got a lot more in depth.
Yes.
wait, why did he hug Thalia?
Then
I
again-
can't remember.
He offered a
He-
hug to
he-
you, but you
he
didn't
hugged
take
you.
He
it.
offered one.
Oh, that's
We
right.
didn't-
Because Thalia doesn't do physical touch.
So what I'm asking, so you said before. That's
Yes.
still a lie of omission, so I am going to make an insight check if you would make a deception for please.
Is it deception if that's what Nessa truly believes, though? Or would it be persuasion?
I would go
She
persuasion.
told him both. She told him before and after.
Yeah, but the only thing she's actually remembering and recalling at this point is the first time.
I would say persuasion.
Wouldn't
she
you
actually
more
believes
than,
this.
wouldn't she actually remember the
I lost
detailed
it.
conversation more than she would remember the vague?
No,
like,
she's blocked
insinuating
that out of her
conversation?
memory because she's embarrassed by it.
Okay. Yeah, but wouldn't this exact situation be the kind of thing that would dig that memory out?
Maybe, but regardless,
I mean,
I
especially
still win.
because she failed her.
you know the bullshit. You know it's
Persuade-
you know it's
But
not
yeah,
you know that's
I
not the
smell
only time.
bullshit. I smell
You
bullshit.
smell bullshit.
I
Well,
Celeste's
maybe it
eyes
wasn't
narrow.
maybe it
She's
wasn't the
staring at you.
only time.
You more than once?
Then again, I did not know he could see through Sebastian the second time either. I found out after that.
Why? Why didn't? Why did you go? Why did you talk to Sebastian and not someone like Valk? Why did you trust Sebastian?
Because he
Who's
doesn't
Valk?
have a brain!
You know
I
what?
thought
That's
it was like
fair.
talking to a dog!
You know what? That's entirely fair. Fucking. And I'm at this point, like, I sit up and I'm just like straddling you,
You
like
are
rubbing my
very pretty
forehead.
when you're angry, though.
My eyes shoot open and I give you a glare that could cut through steel.
It's never helpful.
As I'm
Ness
like,
is just
I'm
really,
trying.
really awkwardly smiling. Just like,
I go back
fish.
to rubbing my forehead.
fish.
All right,
Do you want me to
so
fix
that's
that for
one
you?
very important question. I had others.
I
I
can fix
can't
the
really
hangover.
remember them now.
I can help with the hangover. You want me to help with the hangover?
I just kind of look at you for a second. How would you help with the hangover?
I just need your hand. We bet a
You
single
get
finger.
kind of this. You get this look that is basically, really? You want me to hold your hand? And then she like
or
just
I can
reaches
just put my
out.
hand on
She
your
just
shoulder or touch
she
fingers.
just
You can
offers
touch
her
me
hand.
even.
She just offers her hand. Don't make it weird.
I'm not gonna make it weird. So Nessa just takes Celeste's hand gently in her own, and hand glows and is nice and warm. And I'm going to use 5 of my lay on hand points to cure the poisoning, the alcohol poisoning.
Thank you. Oh, God, that's amazing. Did anyone ever tell you you have magic hands? Fuck. I should not have said that.
No. That is actually exactly
Now
the
you-
first
now you're
time
sensing a
that anyone has
disturbance in
ever
the
said that
force.
to me. That is exactly
Sorry.
the first time
I did
anyone's
not
ever done
laugh
that.
at that.
So.
The first time. Well, I'm glad it's the first. I'm. I don't know what I'm saying.
It's okay. Anyway, Thalia and I have a plan. We
Just
need to get our names
just-
out there so we can be a target. So we can lure the cult to us. So we can end the conspiracy to take down the sun. So we're gonna go after a big white moose.
You are getting a look that says. The best way to describe it is the look you give a child after they say something that makes no goddamn sense.
Surprise Pikachu face.
It's just like, what? How?
Nessa is bright red right now, and she's gonna start stammering, and she's like, well, the rumor man said this morning the speaker of the Lonely One looking for hunters, bring the head of the White Moose Menace. We have to go find Huddle. I figured we take down the
my
White
hand
Moose
just
Menace.
puts-
Our
just-
name
I
will be
just
out
put
there.
my hand
and if
on your
we
mouth.
spread the rumor that
I just put my hand on your mouth, like the 3 fingers on your lips, and just look at you for a minute. All right. How about this? We never speak of any of this again. We go out there, we have a coffee, and we come up with a plan, and you tell me about the moose. But are we clear that this did not happen? Especially when it comes to him, as she points to Sebastian.
Who puts his sword away?
I feel like
Alright.
at this point, Sebastian's just gonna wave kind of cheekily.
You know what? Let me-
Sebastian's
please don't
eyes
tell
are
me
glowing
Roland is
slightly
watching
blue.
this right now.
the X high or low?
You know what? I think that needs to be a higher percentage than just a 50-50, Helly, if you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna go with high on this one.
All right, you got high. There is no cheeky ways.
There is
You're
no
safe
cheeky wave.
this
My dad
time.
is not currently watching. He is not currently watching, but oh boy, is it in the highlight reel.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a clippable moment.
Oh, he can
Exactly.
go back and watch it?
Yep. He has a crystal ball and everything. It's kind of creepy. Anyways, I pick
hit
myself
him.
up off of Nessa and then offer her my hand.
Nessa's gonna take Celesta's hand.
I take your hand, pull you up out of the bed, and then go and get dressed.
Nessa's face is still gonna be tinged pink as she walks out of the room to go tell Talia that Nessa's on her way.
As you go to
over
open
and
the
over.
door, as you go to open the door, Celeste says, "I didn't say you could leave."
Nessa's gonna shut the door. She's gonna turn around and she's gonna lean her back against the door and she's just gonna stare at her hands for a moment. And she's playing over the moment where Celesta pinned her to the bed and she's like, oh god damn, that was hot. Oh no! She's hot!
Oh no, she's hot. Her hands are so cold, but she's so hot. I finish getting ready, and then walk up to Celesta. And
Real
just-
quick for Dayway.
You're not
Flashes
gonna
back
like me
to
in a
probably
second.
Dahlia doing that to Nessa as well during the end of the other campaign. Probably wasn't the first time Nessa's gotten pinned down to the bed. It's only the second
Yep.
though.
It's definitely the second. Celestial just
Not the first time.
walks up,
It's only the second.
like walks up to you a little bit uncomfortably close, and just reaches out
babe.
and takes your hands and looks you in the eyes and
Oh.
says, "I have things that I need to say to you when my father won't be able to see them. And when we have that
Eh.
moment, we will take it. Do you understand?"
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Now let's go have some coffee.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Nessa's gonna have a little bit of a giddy smile as they walk back out to the bar.
I'm just checking real quick to see if I actually picked up Arcane Lock, but I didn't, so I'm not gonna bother.
And at this time, Valka's already, deep into a large stack of pancakes and a coffee.
Delicious.
That's twice. Now, what is my character's name?
Right, Thalia?
Talia?
Talia?
It's been referred to as my name twice now.
I was just referring to you as the player. My apologies. I is
How
the
dare you,
DM.
dead name. So,
Choo
but no, we
choo.
get out. I'm gonna order eggs and biscuits and gravy and bacon and,
Why is
and
Choo
coffee.
Choo on a cooldown, Helly? What if I want a Choo Choo?
You
I
can't
got
choose
to it
out loud.
first.
No choo choo for you.
Choo choo,
I
mother.
got to
Anyway,
it
really go
first.
second.
I have way too many channel points.
How many do you have?
Like 4K.
I have 69,000. 0.7.
Nice.
Then we all have the same brain cell there.
Here we go. Reeling in. Oh, it's not working.
Okay. So we all order some breakfast, Helly, and get breakfast. As the
Oh, there we
breakfast
go.
is getting delivered, Celesta is going to it keeps going. Make it stop.
Stop it.
Cut that clip to 2 seconds, I swear to God.
We're at a stop
Oh.
button.
Yeah.
I was
or add a
looking for the
button.
stop button. I didn't put it
Um,
in a good place.
As Celesta has sat down, she's gonna turn to Talia and say, "Good morning, Talia."
How are you doing this morning, Celeste?
Well, on one hand, I am absolutely devastated. On the other hand, I am slightly less devastated and simultaneously in borderline giddy. Quite frankly, I don't know how to feel. I have no idea what's going on, and I'm told there's a moose involved.
I take it you did not wake up to the rumor man this morning?
I didn't even really wake up to Nessa this morning.
That sounds like a story I need
Yeah.
to hear about later. So this morning we were woken up to the rumor of something Lonely Wood is looking for hunters to bring the head of the white moose menace speak with Huddle to learn more. No
Helly-
idea what Huddle is, but it sounds like something we probably should do.
So, Helly, would I know Huddle or know about Huddle having been an adventurer in this area
Well,
that helps with this sort of thing?
I was just going to ask you to roll history.
Oh, God bless you, Helly. Same brain cell.
I was going to ask earlier when Daly was going off on her, tirade of not knowing what the hell she's talking about. But I figured you didn't really hear what was going on there.
Yeah, I was not really invested at that point in anything she was saying.
So you know that the name Huddle is the name of the speaker in the town of Lostwood or Lonelywood.
Oh, Huddle, they're the speaker for Lonelywood. They would be the person to talk to about this. And you said a large large moose menace?
The White
Moose
Moose
Menace.
Menace.
White moose menace. Well,
And
the
Ever
brand
since
is
we
considering-
found that moose, they're very big.
And considering that moose are, for the most part, pretty docile creatures, I'm concerned that one is labeled a menace.
especially this time of year. I mean, they get a little bit riled up during mating season, but not this time of year.
Not at
A
all.
white moose menace. And the speaker wouldn't, from what I know of Huddle, I don't think that Huddle would call something a menace without cause. But I mean, do we really have? How would this help us with the rest of it?
So, you know how we were talking about we needed to figure out how to set a trap?
Yes.
Also, real quick, not just to quickly interject. X with the 15, you would also know that Huddle is a female. Just
Oh,
FYI.
Huddle- yeah, got it.
Well, the thought came to mind that if a rumor got spread that we were able to take the menace down using a specialty item that held a very powerful spell, it can get the word out that we might have what they're looking for.
I like that. However, let's go a slightly different direction, and maybe it's a crystal that was causing the moose to be a menace.
Now, how do we get this rumor out?
Well,
first we need to
We
Get rid of
defeat
the
the
kill
moose.
the moose. We kill the moose, and then we come back with a crystal of some kind that is powerful and useful to set this trap. What kind of crystal could I use? Well, we do have some crystals that used to be. Helly, weren't some of those crystals like discharged?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I
stuff,
have in
so
my
it was
pack.
like we have some crystals that were discharged, and we can't. Helly, do I know of a way to like charge them up or anything? I assume not, right?
No.
'Cause
It's
No, they're
dead, Jim.
used. They're dead.
we could find if we could figure out a way to use the discharged ones and say that we found another one that we're going to have appraised. I could get in we could get in contact with an appraiser that's connected to the Harpers and set a trap.
Do you still have a
Actually, this is
gem?
What's that?
Oh, wait. Let me look at my spells real quick.
I do have the diamond for my spell.
Helly,
Yes.
oh, I have an idea. Okay.
Oh, guys,
Okay.
she's got an idea. Everybody
So,
run.
I love a good idea. This is a good idea. I love the whole time you guys were planning this, I loved it. But also, I love this new idea. What is it?
Do you have an inn with any of the appraisers around here?
The Harpers probably do. At least one.
If I can create, and as Thalia says create, she kind of does like the air quotes. One of the crystals. We can get it
Physical or illusion magic?
illusion. If we can
Ooh.
get one of the appraisers to confirm the diamond is really the crystal, and if they're willing, is happen to be overheard discussing this crystal that's a group of adventurers who took down the white moose brought in for appraisal.
That was causing the moose to go mad. Ancient magic, a crystal that has been identified, but not what it's identified as. It's definitely powerful, and an appraiser says it's genuine. That would be enough to entice pretty much anyone if the rumor got out.
We would
Which
just
it
have to
could,
make
very
sure the
easily.
appraiser is overheard talking about it. Maybe to someone known as the village gossip?
Especially someone known as the village gossip. Because one gossip is enough to spread it. Because they talk to other gossips in other towns. There's literally a letter chain. They send letters to each other. They have a convention every year.
So as long as we can get someone a appraiser who would be willing, we might have to throw around a few gold, but that shouldn't be too difficult.
We may be able to do this. But that would mean we would have to go. We'd have to talk to Beldora.
Would you like to talk to her, or would you like one of us to go?
I need to see that she's alright.
Would you
But
like
I
us?
think.
Would you like to go on your own, or would you like some company?
Well, I'm not sure Sebastian would let me out of their sight.
Does Sebastian really count?
I suppose not. Not in that way, anyways.
You
We
know
should
we'll
all-
be by your side if you need it.
We should all go. It was all of us, in a way.
You should probably pay some sort of restitution as well.
I hope she's alright.
I'm sure she
Oh.
is. I've never heard of anyone coming back with Riverfly who wasn't perfectly fine. Maybe slightly traumatized, but nothing that she won't heal from.
This wasn't even
That
Revivify. This was
wasn't
true
Revivify.
resurrection.
True resurrection.
Yes.
Skirt.
Same
Rewind a
difference.
little bit. Edit.
Well, most of the people I've heard of that have been the subjects of true resurrection were adventurers, and adventurers are a strange lot. I'm not sure how it would affect a common person. Though she is, from what I know of Beldora, she's pretty tough. Maybe she'll be alright.
I'm sure she's fine. And if she's not, we can pay for the best healers.
Yes. All right. I suppose that's our first order of business today.
Right. Should we
Falk,
get food
if
first?
you wouldn't mind, would you
Sounds like
do
convenient.
me a favor?
Of course. What do you need?
There's this flower shop. It's a
Oh.
little out of the way. Would you take Sebastian and get some flowers for Beldora? We'll meet you at the bakery.
I can do that. What type of flowers
Okay.
does she like?
There are these purple ice lilies. They're not expensive, but they're very beautiful.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
I'll head right out since I've already eaten.
Fantastic. Sebastian, you're following you are God, I almost called you Val. You're following Talia.
He did actually call.
Keep her safe.
her Val.
Nessa will be with me and she'll take care of me. And while looking at him, I give him a wink.
High or low?
No.
I'm gonna go
no.
for high, dude.
Bad news.
Well, fuck
I don't
me.
care. I'm giving a wink
Fuck
to
me, then.
justify what I'm about to do. This is to keep my dad off my back when he sees it later.
Yes, but Sebastian ain't listening.
Yeah. Sebastian, follow Talia. Nessa will keep me safe.
Still remains.
I'm just looking at him. You're not going to leave for a while, are you? You probably need another reset. Oh, shit. Well, I tried. Looks like we won't get to have that talk until later, Nessa.
Would you like me to still go and pick up the flowers?
We'll all go pick up the flowers. I forgot how stubborn he can be.
He is programmed to stay by your side.
Yeah, I know. And after what happened last night, he's not taking any fucking chances.
Well, also, you did recently just have hostile aggression towards Nessa.
That is.
Now the question
I don't
is,
know if that's what that counts.
Was he drawing his sword to protect me, or because you got aggressive?
Because I got
Wait.
aggressive.
So was he
drawing his
protecting
sword
me,
so
or was
could
he
cut
trying
your
to?
head off if I told him to?
Oh, okay.
You
Okay.
walked into a place where you could have died.
Yes, I did.
You almost died. Remember that. Hold on to that.
Cherish those feelings.
Cherish those emotions. You're already kind of a little bit on his shit list. Anyways, we go to a flower shop. It's just like a little shop that sells flowers here that has the lilies that she likes.
I've dubbed this to be the flower shop.
That works.
So before Celeste goes in, Thalia's gonna pass her 10 gold and tell her that it's on her.
Thank you, love.
The best bouquet of them you can find.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm gonna walk into the flower shop.
I just remembered something.
What?
You two are of the
Opinion.
thought process that
No,
Thalia
he
has
doesn't have
no
money.
idea how money works, and she
Yeah.
just passed you 10 gold.
Yeah.
Past $1,000.
Yeah. You just handed me $1,000 and said, "Go buy some flowers, hon." I'm gonna be honest. It does not register for Celesta, but it will eventually.
I feel like this
Probably
will
about
just
the time she-
reinforce the idea that you guys have that she has no idea how money works.
Exactly. I walk in. I walk
You
into
could buy the
flower
whole
shop,
store
Molly.
for this much.
Do you want to make a person for me to
I'm
interact with, or do you want
thinking
me to-
here. I'm thinking here.
Okay, I'll give you some time.
I
I
was
just wanna
not
know if I
fully
need to do that.
anticipating flower shop. Sorry, it wasn't on
Dude,
my
just
list
make
of
it a
shit to do
grandma.
today.
Dude, pro tip:
Flower
if
shop
it's a
should be
flower shop,
run
make it an
by-
old lady.
I was like,
Either an old lady or a young lesbian. Those are your options.
no.
Or
Old lady is the owner, and her granddaughter, the butch lesbian. is
no, what's
the
even more
manager.
fun is the young grandson, early 20s.
Oh, the gay
Yes!
grandson. Yeah, it's the gay grandson.
Not even gay. He's totally heterosexual.
Either completely heterosexual or in the closet.
Yeah, it's one
Like
of those.
in the
it's-
closet from himself.
Yeah.
I had to come up with a name
Just
for this
hasn't met
place.
the right man yet. Rosie's Roses.
One
There
sec.
you go.
Yes,
No,
the
no, no,
gayest
I got
flower
it.
shop name you can come up with. Rosie's Roses.
The
Oh,
the
one
old
sec,
lady
flower
is
shop name
Rosie.
generator.
The grandson is like Thomas or something.
No, it needs to be the Rosetta store.
Yeah. He's a really nice fella. He's really sweet, and he doesn't know it yet, but he has the hots for a baker across the street.
Ah, welcome to Watering Creations. How can I help you today?
You motherfucker.
Didn't even take any of our suggestions.
Okay, am I looking at a man, a woman,
It's a
elf,
man.
goblin?
It's a
Okay,
human man.
Is he wearing a suit?
Not necessarily a suit. He's wearing a flower apron. Mid
Oh,
20s.
nice. Okay. Does he have short hair, long hair?
Short hair.
Okay. Lip piercing?
No lip piercing. No piercings at all.
Does he have a tattoo of his of like a sunflower on his left arm or something?
Not that you can see.
Okay. Long
He-
sleeve shirt. Got it.
It's also behind a
I'm
counter.
sorry.
You jackass.
I'm not. I'm so sorry for making this so impossible for you, but I need my dreams.
I'm tempted to make you
walk
take some
in
psychic damage here, but I'm not going to yet.
I'm gonna walk in and say, do you have any purple field lilies in stock?
Oh, I'm sure I've got a few. Let me go take a look here.
I would like to request you make a bouquet for a friend who I would like to apologize to and wish well on their recovery.
All right. Are you wanting just a bouquet of the water lilies?
You can mix other things in too. Do what you think would best fit. Here. And I place the 10 gold on the counter and look at it and go, because I had just held it in my hand. I hadn't put it in my pouch. I just had it in my hand. I placed it on the counter. I looked at it. I'm like, oh, there's your budget.
He looks at the coins. It's quite the budget there. Give me just a minute.
Thank you.
And after about, let's say, 5 minutes of pumping all around the flower shop, you get a very large bouquet, bigger, almost wider than Thalia's antler shoulders,
Oh,
Phil-
good lord.
filled with purple water, a variety of colors of water lilies, some roses, a whole bunch. And he just takes
Ice lilies.
He takes
all
2
sorts of
gold
cool
off the top.
flowers.
He takes 2 gold off the top of the pile.
Thank you. Oh lord, I forgot flowers didn't cost as much as I thought. You know, thank you. And I'm just gonna take 7 of the 8 remaining gold and walk out with this.
Have a nice day.
I'm gonna walk out walk right up to Talia, barely, like, I can barely
You can't
carry
even
this
see.
bouquet,
You
right?
can't be seen through the other side of it.
Yeah, including my hat. Like, it's blocking my hat and everything.
Yes.
I'm just gonna. I'm walking with blind faith that I'm going in the right direction. Occasionally, like
Step to
leaning
the
all the
left.
way over to look around it, and then I get out the door. I kind of like lean around it, look around, and go, "Can somebody please take this? I made a mistake."
Nessa's gonna lean around and try to help. I don't know how much I can actually pick up. I'm not that much bigger.
You can pick up the whole bouquet because it is all like, I imagine it's like expertly put together, so it's like you can hold it. It's just massive.
Yeah, you can hold it with ease. It's just you can't see through it.
Yeah. I just like hand it to like I like hold it out for someone to grab.
Nessa's gonna take hold of it.
Okay. As Nessa takes hold of it, I'm gonna walk over to Talia and be like, Talia, dear, at some point we need to talk about how money works. And I just put the 7 gold in her hand.
Practically bought the whole store.
We
Hey.
bought a lot of his stock at the very least.
What? Did you not need more than 3?
It cost 2. I gave him a 1 gold tip because he was very nice.
Oh, I'm glad.
I think we paid his salary for a week.
Really?
You're not gonna need to sell nothing.
That man has rent in the bag this month. No one buys that many flowers.
You said here's the budget, so the man went to town. He
Yeah.
could have done more.
Dude, the man could have looked at that and gone, you know what? This woman
Here's
obviously
the
has no
shop.
idea what her money is. Do you want? I will make you a cart.
Here's the shop.
No, you know what would have been a great follow-up question for him is like, oh, what kind of event is this for? Is this for like a funeral or something? Because that's a lot of flowers.
To be fair, okay, do you want to know how much they were going to charge for me for my wedding flowers?
It's an enormous amount of money.
It's ridiculous.
$500 just for my bouquet.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
Flowers are actually expensive, which is why it's so funny it only cost us 2 gold for that.
Well, I mean, gold is equivalent to about like
$100.
That's $200. That's $200 we put on the table.
about what you would get for
okay,
a
it's
nice
a little
bouquet.
discount.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
He
the
definitely was being really nice to us by giving us extra flowers, but
wedding bouquets are upcharged because it's weddings.
that's
same-
true. That's
They
very
do the
true.
same thing with funerals too.
Yeah, they charge more for funerals, weddings, and birthday
Events in
parties.
general.
Yep.
Anyways, I've handed you the money and said that, and now I'm gonna be like, all right, let's go talk to her. Nessa, you don't have to carry it in front of your face. You can just put it up above your head.
Oh yeah. Lift it up with ease above her head.
Step to,
Left, just
step to the
he's
left.
standing in the doorway after we had this conversation, and he's just like left.
Too much left.
Too much. Let's go right now. He's used to it. No
Trying
one
to
ever
start,
carries their bouquet
trying to stop you from just walking into something.
and ruining the bouquet. Yes. Okay. I assume that I would find Beldora somewhere different in the city at this time of day, or would I just wait for her at the?
Well, she's not currently standing outside her normal spot.
Okay. Is the guy who owns the bakery is also like someone that I could contact if I need to, or leave a message?
He definitely not the full things. He doesn't know exactly who Beldora is, but he knows who Beldora is.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, she's just the homeless lady out front is the thing he tells himself to ignore the fact that he knows she's a Harper. She's secretly Batman. It's like how everyone says, yeah, Bruce Wayne couldn't be Batman. He's actually Batman.
Except Bruce
But,
Wayne.
yeah.
Bruce Wayne was never thought of as Batman because he had a playboy personality. Persona.
Also because
The-
because Bruce plays Bruce Wayne as the dumbest man alive. It's so funny when you read
Yeah,
the comics.
So
see
the
how often he does
better
that.
analogy would be no one believing that Clark Kent was actually Superman, because that was always very
That's fair.
obvious.
That's
Any
fair.
case, reel us in. Are you wanting to go into the bakery?
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the bakery.
Welcome back, adventurers. How can I help you this evening? Or this morning?
First, I would like one of those incredible bear claws that I see coming out of the oven as soon as they're iced. You can take your time. And secondly, I have something for Beldora.
Alright, haven't seen her out this morning, but I'll be sure to get this to her when I see her.
Just when you see her, just give her this. And I'm going to pull out a little piece of paper and I'm going to realize I hadn't written a little note and I'm going to just quickly on the mantelpiece, like on the counter, like start writing this little note out. And it's the gist of it is me trying to, in my best, like, nicest, like, you know how like every wizard goes to like poetry school and stuff and like learns how to write nice, good missives and stuff. I'm going all in on the I am so sorry. I fucked up big time. I really
I
want
have
you to know
fucked
that
up.
I fucked up, but also I now need you to at least point me in the direction of someone that can get this plan in place and then write out the plan for her. And when I write out the plan for her, I swap my ink out to an invisible ink that she gave me to give her secret messages. So it's the really lovely apology note, and then underneath it, the bottom half of the paper is just our plan. And hey, I just need you to give me a name for someone I can talk to that can help us fake appraise this. And I will leave you alone forever because I am so sorry, and I'm sure you don't ever want to see me again. And then I fold it up real neatly, pull out my little wax sealing kit, seal it with wax, and like nice, try to attach it to the flowers a little bit.
You can wedge it in between some of the stems without much issue.
Yeah. I put it in there. It looks okay, I guess. All right. Thank you very much. It's there was a bit of a difficulty between us recently, so I just felt I needed to apologize.
I'll be sure she gets this when I see her.
Thank you very much. Oh, ooh, thank you for the bear claw, and I am going to pay for the bear claw because I assume his assistant like walks over with the bear claw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy one for each of us and like hand one to Valk, hand one to Nessa, hand one to Sebastian.
That'll be 12 copper.
Or like $20? Yeah, 20 bucks, something like that. 6, 5, and that's fuck. I have to do math. +8, 9. Okay. Delicious bear claws. These are the ones with hazelnuts in them.
Hey, the baker's going to give Nessa a look. I've got something for you here, little Miss Poisoner.
Little Miss Poisoner?
Wait, what?
I'm so happy he remembered that.
Wait, what?
Hey, he goes over and grabs a holly berry muffin and a form.
In the form.
Hey,
Still confused.
hey, last time you were here, you wanted one of our dwarven delicacies. Or-
Oh.
Or do you not remember?
Oh,
Well,
I
I
definitely
remember.
remember that.
Eh? This form waives us of any issues that may appear if you were to eat this muffin or any of the dwarven delicacies.
Oh my god, I'm so happy. This is the best. You have to sign a form for it, Nessa.
Hand out the form. Hand over it.
It-
Hand it over.
it's on the counter. It's ready for you
It's
to
on the
sign.
counter.
All
Yeah,
right.
he's got the
signing
pen
it.
and everything ready for you.
It's
Signing
right
this
next.
form.
It's right next to the muffin.
I'll sign it in blood if I need to.
Good.
How much is this muffin?
This muffin be 1 silver.
All right. I'm gonna lay down
He
the
is
one silver
upcharging
on
the
table.
fuck out of you for that muffin.
I'm laying down that silver on the table,
Eh?
and I am signing this form, and I am picking up this muffin, and I will be idly snacking on it for the rest of the day. Because I don't think I could eat it all at once, but I will eat it.
Microdosing poison, I like it.
I'm gonna microdose the poison.
Oh.
Are you taking
If
a
I
nibble
really get
while
poisoned, I have lay on hands.
I mean, you can still get poisoned.
Yeah, but
Yes,
she can
I
remove
get
it.
poisoned, I cure the poison. I get poisoned, I cure the poison. I
Unless
get
the poison
I
kill-
cure the poison.
Unless the poison kills you outright.
Exactly.
That's why I'm
I'm so excited.
microdosing.
Are you trying a nibble of the muffin right now?
She's
Yes.
microdosing a nerve agent. These are holly berries.
Yup. All right. Please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Every time I think about
I'm
holly
good.
berries, all I can think of is the game what remains of Edith Finch.
Okay. So you're not affected by this, but this muffin tastes divine. There
Yeah,
are
it's-
spices that
Yes.
there are spices you didn't even know existed in this.
The cherry the berries themselves taste like a hint of cherry and then cinnamon with like a really strong sweetness up front. And then the rest of the muffin I imagine is like a little bit of arsenic, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Did
Stuff
you
that
look
like has
up
really
what holly berries taste like?
yes.
I love that, like, after the description, the next thing is holly berries are extremely poisonous. You will die. Do not eat
Yep.
them.
Exactly.
Hey,
Super sweet. It's like if a blueberry muffin and a pumpkin spice muffin got put into a machine that made the flavors 900 times more powerful.
They're like sickly sweet, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
It-
Like it's like
Also,
Yeah.
this baker is
saccharine sweet.
putting the signed form in a cabinet in the back of the kitchen.
Yup. He
Yes.
has to keep those for 6 years by law.
Nessa, you are aware that those are holly berries, correct?
And hey, I'm not dead yet. And that
My
was the most delicious
man.
bite of muffin I have ever had.
My nan used to tell stories of how she would make holly tea to ward off unsavory suitors. These were men that were never heard of again after visiting her for tea.
If I do recall, it only takes about 10 of them to kill a person. And there's
That-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the top of that muffin alone.
I think she used to juice like 15 of them per teacup.
Also, remember, you're very large people.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not dead yet. Well,
All
thank
right.
Lord.
Like
Uh,
it takes Thalia a second to just realize that she just straight up admitted her nan is a poisoner.
I am suddenly regretting not reading the paperwork because
you know,
I
the
want to
funny
know
part
what's in the
is-
muffin.
The funny part about that is though, Belle, is that Ness is just convinced that's how everyone's grandmother is. Because that's also how Nan was.
Yeah, Nan
Oh
definitely.
no! What
Also
makes
how
it
Marcy
even
was.
funnier if Nessa was now like vaguely convinced that Thalia was related to her nan because
No,
they
she
used
would
the same. Well,
She
Thalia
would know
calls
not,
her
because
grandmother
there's-
Nan as well.
We called
Are
Margie
they
a bunch of
related?
different things. No, we
Small
called
blip on the
Margie a
radar.
bunch of different things.
Moving
Nan
forward.
was just specifically
Yep,
the name that
Nessa's eating the
Nessa
muffin.
used, so.
We have to go back to
I'm
our inn.
snacking on the muffin. I'm taking nibbles of the muffin.
Yeah,
We
Nessa's
I
take-
snacking
will
on
be the first human to eat this muffin
While she
and survive.
slowly poisons herself, can we take a quick 5, Helly?
Yep, we can take a quick 5. We'll be right back, everybody.
Okay.
Thanks.
back.
Hello. Welcome back.
So with our slowly microdosing of holly berries,
And probably a million other dangerous things she should
Hey,
not be
if
eating.
I actually microdose this and I survive well enough, will I have poison resistance? Can I just build that?
So holly berries, eucalyptus tree bark, a little bit of eucalyptus leaves,
mistletoe.
mistletoe.
With those poisons, those are neurotoxins. You can't build immunities to neurotoxins. It's a roll of the dice. Literally.
But
No, I think it's cute.
I'll think about it. But what are you
Dangerous
guys?
words from a dungeon master.
Always dangerous words. Every word I say is dangerous as a dungeon master. Even those.
That's fair.
All right. So, what are you going to do next?
Okay. I think we're just going back to the inn until we can pin down on a map where we're going next.
Well, isn't next to go find this Huddle character?
I suppose it would be, and I imagine Beldora could get information to us there, and she'll already know about the moose, so I suppose that'll have to do. Let's pack up and go to what's it called? Good Tree?
Lonely Wood.
Lonely Wood.
Enough.
Of course, me and Nessa are going to Lonely Wood.
You say of course, but neither of us have wood. We have taco.
I mean, so lesbians like the woods too.
There.
Grass eaters have carpet munchers? Sorry.
No bonk. Oh, there it is.
I was getting to it.
We just lose our DM.
Well, Discord decided it wanted to do Discord things.
Lonely Wood is out past Tourmaline. Tourmaline. So
Yes.
we could go through Targos and get a spell there. There's a spell that I was thinking about getting that we could get in Targos.
Hold up for just one moment. Reacted is doing reacted things.
Wasn't there something else up this way that was a rumor? Daily, do you know? Could have sworn there was something
Up
else.
what
this
way?
direction. Up by like Bremen or Tourmaline or something.
Okay, those are just getting hidden for right now because they are
Man.
broken. I will fight with them later.
The rumors I've got is that there's talking wolves about, probably werewolves. Strange telepathic messages after the meteor struck. I don't know where. I didn't
Wasn't that
write down
Terrigen
where.
Evolve?
I will tell you, the Talking Woods was Dogan's Hole.
Dogan's Hole. Where's Dogan's Hole? Oh, that's a ways.
That's past
And then the
Goodmead.
meteor can be found. Meteor can be
That's
found
the
in a snowstorm.
way.
There's Goliath fighting at the spine of the world.
Wait, where was
There's
the
fishermen in
snowstorm?
Rom looking for help finding the fish. You can take
Slow
the spine out
down,
of the boat.
please. For the life of God, I'm trying to follow.
Goliaths are fighting at the spine of the world.
The world, okay.
Fisherman in Brom is looking for help finding the fish who keeps taking bites out of his boat.
In Bremen, you mean?
I had it
Bremen.
written as Brom.
It was Bremen, okay.
Was Bremen?
Yeah, Bremen's not too far out of the way, but it's still kind of. It would be like a day jaunt to go to Bremen, but if it's a fisherman, they might have some about it in Lonelywood too, because it's right on the coast of the same area.
Yeah, and also local miners looking for help getting their metal back from Yeti attack. We already did that.
Yeah, that was the guys we got, or we got a nice discount.
Dave, if I remember correctly, you also got word about some missing meat, some stolen mead from Good Mead.
Yeah, where's Good Mead at?
Wait, was that a rumor?
Good Mead's also down by Dugan's Hole.
And that was a rumor that you got just from a person, from people. It wasn't rumor, man.
Yeah, we can deal with
When
about
did we
dealing
hear
with
about
that
that?
and Dugan's Hole stuff when we go towards the thing in the spine of the world, the fortress that we're going after.
I believe you learned about that when you were in Beldora's area. I think she talked about it.
It was a while
Yeah,
ago.
I didn't write that in.
You know, you were
I got
focusing
rumor,
on I need to be
rumor.
the leader mode.
So we can go to Bremen, and then go and maybe Bremen. Honestly, if we help a fisherman out, he might just take us to Lonelywood, and it would give Beldora time to get her side of the plan, or at least get information to us, and she'll send the letter to Lonelywood, so it might get there before us.
Works for me.
And of course, when we enter Lonelywood, someone's probably just going to give me the letter. It's probably one of the Harpers. May even be someone in Lonelywood that can do the appraising. Who knows? All right. Let's go to Bremen then. Because if we help the fisher out, we can waive the payment if he gives us a ride across to Lonelywood.
All right, so that's gonna take you guys. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
We get the dogs.
Yep, you got the dogs.
We got the dogs. We got the dogs in the soup.
Okay, and
No.
you leave through the north exit.
I just realized the heat from the soup itself would be enough to warm up an igloo. That'd be great. I need to get shape water or something like that. They can do that.
All right.
So yeah, we're going.
Check something. And now I pull all of you here as you are crossing the vast terrain. Yeah, get you guys orientated properly.
Oh, cool! It's a tarp.
Where I put
It's a tarp?
It's definitely a tarp. It's a battle map. Of course, it's a tarp.
I mean, not wrong.
If it was physical, then it's definitely a tarp. That's pretty much what battle maps look like when you pull them out physically.
Again, you're not wrong, but shush.
Oh man, that's gonna be
I-
a joke. See, that's why you gotta pull battle maps in for non-combat encounters too.
Which,
It's
to be
more
fair,
work,
I
but
do
it
at times.
really fucks with the players. Yeah, it's more work, but it really fucks with your players,
And I have,
and it's always been great.
but this one is indeed a tarp. Is
Is anyone else paranoid before we got to this point? Because I wasn't.
all right.
Um,
As you see, a bolt of fire crash down next to your dogs.
I myself, yes, it's been multiple weeks since we've had a fight. My character, not a single clue.
Yeah. Helly, did I see where the bolt came from? Like, is it a
Roll.
magic bolt?
It's a
Magic
fire.
bolt, or
It's a firebolt. It's magic. Roll me perception.
can I calculate the trajectory based on the impact?
Roll me perception,
my
and we'll see what
knowledge
you
of
get.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give you everything just for free. We're gonna see what you noticed out of it, because you could be lost in Nessa's eyes.
I would never get lost in her eyes. I know the way out.
I press X to doubt.
Also, my irons
Look,
aren't really
when
that
you've
great.
spent that much
Kinda
time in her eyes, you
standard
you
medium
learn how to
brown.
get out of them.
Okay.
I've been
You-
in that
They're
maze for
also-
years.
I
I
mean-
haven't memorized.
It's not even like they're deep like molasses. They're more of just like ale brown.
Yeah, it's my eyes you gotta be
Or just
worried
an
about because they've changed recently.
They're just amber brown.
So I don't see where it comes from. I assume.
Nope. All you see is that
Outside
you
one.
see a crash land about here.
Crash land about. Wait, hold up. I didn't see that. Where? Right there. So they're gonna be over here then, probably. Because they probably didn't shoot through my dogs. Do I see the impact zone?
You can see the impact zone, but it's just some melted snow.
Okay.
It is a
No, it
firebolt
would
after
not
all.
be. That's fair.
It's a firebolt in snow.
But okay, here's the thing though. Firebolt is a round projectile, so how the angle it hits the snow at and where it hits the snow will show me a trailing line to where it shot from in real life. But this isn't real life, so I'm thinking it through. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can use investigation or arcana to solve this problem. Okay, I am going. Is it my turn? Is it our
Well,
turn?
Let's
What's going on?
let us roll for initiative.
Ah, fuck.
And then I've got to do this for a minute.
Not me
That-
forgetting how to roll initiative.
I got a 4.
I actually got
That's
a decent
okay.
roll.
That just means I have more chances of knowing where this is coming from before I let loose all hell.
Why do I have force resistance?
I don't know. I've got a.
God, I wish Wall of Fire block projectiles.
Sebastian got a 10. Your Wolfie boys got a 13.
Good puppers.
Okay, and we will start with Thalia.
Okay, do we know where our enemy is?
Okay. Right now, all you know is that there was a firebolt that has landed here.
And I could not see where it came from.
I have also recently learned something with virtual tabletop, and that is if you double click the top of a sheet, it will collapse.
It does what now?
Double click the top of a sheet.
You beautiful master of a man.
I recently learned this.
Oh, thank you.
Huh.
I
That's useful.
I learned that by mistake.
Helly, your mistakes have paid dividends. Because now I
Wait,
have
double-
all of my stat blocks ready in a place where I can access them without having to move around through the chat and shit.
Oh my gosh. Wait, can I do the same with my journals?
I probably.
I can!
Hallie, can I roll
That way I can just access them from the top rather than
perception to see if I
accidentally
can't
do.
find where that firebolt came from?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll perception.
Why does it say that there's some like
Okay,
oh, my no.
before does a 16 pass or fail?
16, based on the impact that you can see, you're gleaming the same information that they are somewhere up in this tree line.
Okay, so she doesn't see any of them, but she's got a better idea of where it came from.
Yes.
Okay, so that's technically a pass.
They rolled real good on their stealth.
Well, okay, here's the thing. If I failed the check, I can re-roll.
What? Using what?
Magical guidance.
Oh, cool.
But if all I know is it's in that area, then I'm just gonna use a
magical. Wait, what's magical guidance from?
sorcery.
That one of your
It gives
design-
perception factors, I think.
If
doesn't it?
I fail where? Magical guidance. When you make an ability check that fails, you can spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll the d20. You must use the new roll, potentially turning a failure into a success.
Cool, retroactive advantage. That's useful.
Yes. And that's the thing, is I
well,
can
I guess
choose
it's not advantage or
not-
disadvantage because it's kind of both.
Yeah, I can choose to use it after finding out what the success
so-
of my roll was.
So if you're, I will say, if your perception, if you are considering a fail not beating their stealth check, then you have failed.
Essentially, what it would work in a since perception checks usually have like tiered successes. If you don't reach the highest tier, you failed it.
Which in this case did not reach the highest tier.
like-
It's weird.
Essentially, if you're not happy with the result of a perception check, it would be reasonable to be able to spend that sorcery point. Whether or not it helps you is another fact entirely.
No, I'm fine with that that roll. Now I do have another question for you.
Okay.
How far away from the tree line are we?
From the tree line, you are 25
About
feet from the
30.
nearest tree. 25, 30 feet from the nearest tree.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the tree line's not
You're
exactly a
within-
straight line, but, you know, it's...
Yeah, you're within 60 feet, but once you get to 30 feet, it gets a little shaky.
Ten feet ahead of us. No, that's a bad idea.
Also, I need to remind you guys all are currently on the back of Dog Sled.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to hit this tree. That tree. With
Okay.
a firebolt.
Okay.
You're hitting the tree.
Would
Roll
that
the
set
hit.
it on fire?
The tree is fairly damp because snow.
It's also cold. which
is
would
also
slow that
cold.
down.
So the base of the tree is what I'm aiming for.
Okay. Please go ahead and roll damage.
That's actually really good from both of those.
Don't like doing this, but needs must.
Why did all of those take? Okay, that's not doing what I wanted to do.
At the very least, you're helping us chop that tree down a bit.
Well, the goal is to kind of scare them out of the tree line.
Mm-hmm. Also, if you aim at the base, there's more pine needles and stuff there. Even though there's... And there wouldn't be a ton of snow on the ground around the base of the tree either.
All right. And from this tree, you see fall what looks to be a wood elf.
Fuck this guy.
Did I just kill a wood elf?
They're
He's
not dead. You knocked them out of their tree.
Okay.
Is he prone?
He is prone.
Okay.
Someone should shout to them.
Okay. Next up is is the vehicle, or the wolves. Although
The wolves?
I need to quickly figure something out real quick though, because is there a way for me just to copy this and make it easy for myself? Yes. Give me 1 second. I gotta. First time doing something like this, so I gotta fuck around and find out.
I have a terrible idea.
Pause you guys from doing things for just a moment while I sort out these folks. Gotta relocate some things and adjust some values.
Relocate things. Adjust values.
Yes.
Get some help.
Stop. Get some help.
Adjust your values. Relocate some things. You've got to figure it out.
Chill out. Drink a 7-Up. Eat a moon pie. Quit murdering people.
Spleen.
Okay. Now we can go with the vehicle's turn.
Jesus Christ. That was a bunch of rolls for just before the vehicle's turn.
Well, because I had to readjust some initiatives because I wasn't exactly sure how multiple tokens sort of thing would work.
I see. I was paranoid for no reason. It's the dog sled's turn. Wouldn't the dogs take the same turn as someone?
It probably the same turn as Sebastian, since he's the one who's typically operating them.
Yeah, he is operating the dogs, so he would do that.
Well then,
It would be on his turn. So when it's his
Doggo is removed from initiative order.
Thank you.
Daily, it is your turn.
So Wood Elf fell out of the tree,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
so they're likely in the tree line. I would like to hold the swing of my sword in case anyone bum rushes us from the tree line.
Okay.
Preparing for a baseball swing.
Basically, yeah.
Next is Sebastian.
Let me think. What would Sebastian do in this situation? What has he always done?
Hit
He
things really
closes the
hard.
gap. Yeah, he closes the gap and hits things really hard. So he is going to turn the doggos, and we are going to go. Let me see. We're going to go. Basically, he's going to take these doggos. He's going to swing them left, come back around.
If you can get me within 10 feet of the tree line, I can really shake things up.
Never mind. He's going to go this way. If he can, with all of us. I know that the doggos don't have the tightest turn radius, so if I can get to here, ish.
We'll
is what
we'll
I'm
give you
looking
there.
Okay.
And with that, you
We're
guys
within-
are here because turns. you don't just move at a 45-degree angle on a sled.
Also, each of these squares is a little bit weird.
They're 5 foot.
Oh, okay, that's why. They are 5 foot. I don't know why it was weird to me. Why is everything dark on Sebastian's vision? What is he, the Terminator?
It's dark vision.
Yeah, it shouldn't be active right now.
I mean,
He does-
dark
he
vision
doesn't
is
have any
always
regular
active.
vision. Oh. No, like he should have color vision outside of it. Anyways.
I don't know that's how dark vision works. I think dark vision, regardless, is always black and white. It's just some people have normal vision and dark vision.
Yeah. So Sebastian is moving the dogs closer, and he is going to. He still has that javelin, right? We gave that to him.
Yes.
I think so. It's been a minute. He's got a
He
spear.
has. Yeah, he's got a spear in his inventory, but I thought we also gave him some javelins. We must not have put it in. He can throw his spear though, right?
No, we gave her
Why
some
not?
javelins because we found some in the thing. And
Yeah.
Dahlia needed a practice buddy.
Going back. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Um, 9 javelins were in the old bunker.
Okay. I imagine he has at least one of those, because that's the kind of thing we would just give to him to have, is some javelins to fight. Because he keeps breaking his weapons and losing them.
That he does.
Yeah.
Alright, is he gonna throw a javelin?
Yeah, he's gonna yeet a javelin at this motherfucker who just shot a thing at him and fell out of a tree like a dumbass.
Well, that's with disadvantage.
Yeah, because he's prone, I know. I got you. Come on, Sebastian. How do I roll an attack check? It would be...
There's a button on the
Dexterity.
command.
There's a
Eh.
button where?
I'll say there's a button to attack on the chat log.
Better to like find out why we're being attacked
Oh,
before
I see. But
responding.
that's with the spear. It's not his dex, so it would be that. Okay, I'll roll that -1 then, I guess. At disadvantage.
Still a
So
miss.
that's 9, yeah. So he fucking straight up misses with his javelin, but he
It's
looks
the-
cool while doing it.
It's the tree. To
Yeah.
the possible surprise, another elf does not fall from the tree.
Well, it was worth a try, buddy.
Okay.
So there's an elf in this tree, right?
Well,
So there's got to be an elf. in this
there's no longer an elf in this tree, but there was.
Yeah. So there's got to be one in this tree and this tree. So, or they're down here somewhere or something. I don't know. So, I can see one elf though.
Yes, you can see one who's currently prone.
Okay. You can
Okay.
spend 1 or 2 of the meteors, sending them towards a point. Within 5 feet. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. I forgot. My pen recharged. How much does my pen recharge a day?
And as Sebastian throws this javelin and hits the tree, a flaming sphere appears there.
Appears there?
Right here.
Oh, okay. They want to play magic. They want to fight with magic then, huh? Using my own kind of shit against me. Okay,
Yes.
see how it is.
So when this now when this is that when it spawns in someone must take damage, or is it just at the end?
If you are standing within the square as it spawns in, or if you end your turn in the square.
Well,
Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere makes a dex saving throw. Creature takes 2d6 fire damage on failed save.
well, as
And
it's
then anytime you move the spear, you can direct it at barriers, blah blah blah. As a bonus action, it can slam into someone, and so yeah, anytime a creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere.
well, as a part of bonus action,
Is it gonna slam into?
it's slamming into Thalia.
Okay.
Valk, I need you to make me a saving throw. Also, that's not the right one that did this.
It's Dex, right?
Yes. I will need to double check what the spell save here is. Alright, so you take half damage. So that's going to be 3 damage to you.
Ah, fuck.
Ouch. I got a blister.
Damn.
You got a blister. Alright. Next up is Celeste's turn.
Thoughts, feelings, emotions. I am going to.
Levita.
Helly, when does my pen recharge again?
At dawn.
How much does it recharge?
1d4.
Okay, I did not charge it, so I want to charge that real quick because that will change my decision here.
Yep.
Will you put a? I'm gonna roll /roll 1d4. Oops. 4 charges. Okay, so it's fully charged now. And okay, it's not showing me any of the information on this pen. Like I can't read the stat block of this pen.
I need to cook with your pen more to get things to work properly because I've been learning things. Yeah, because I need to go through and actually add your spells to that.
Yeah, I can't remember. Remind me what spells they are, and if I can. Do
Wait,
I
no,
cast them as an
let me
action
press.
or a bonus action?
If I press that button, does that actually do anything?
Nothing happened.
The reveal button doesn't work. So you have Scorching Rays, Mel's Minute Meteors, Fire Shield, and a homebrew Magnificent Mansion.
Okay. Then I am going to use it, and if I cast my new mirror, sorry, I'm thinking this through because I didn't have that information. Now I can think this through. Takes an action. Thunderstep. Lightning bolt. You know what? Fuck these people. I'm gonna use their own shit against them. I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere. Cast the spell. And I'm going to put it.
There, do you see things with it now?
I'm casting Flaming Sphere.
Well, let me know if you see things with that.
I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right out here, and I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna use my bonus action to slam it into the motherfucker on the ground.
Okay. That does fail because he is prone.
Mm-hmm.
So roll damage.
1 sec. I'm trying to move the. There we go.
Yeah, it's like the
It's now
measurement
on
selection.
him. Yeah. I'm gonna roll the damage here real quick. No situational bonus. 8 damage to this motherfucker. Not ideal, but not bad.
All right, he's looking
And it's
bloodied.
just gonna sit on top of him, cooking him. And then for my movement, I am going to do nothing.
Okay. And then next up.
Oh wait, I have to take damage from hit their Flaming Sphere real quick.
Yes, that you do.
Saving throw, I failed, I think. 5 is a failure, right?
Yes. I get to roll the damage for this, which is 2d6. That is 6 damage.
Ouch.
And then
Why
you gotta
can't I just do math?
just right-click your name and just do -6 in the bar.
It does. It's not working.
There, I did it for you.
Oh, thank you.
And now, concentration check.
Now I'm at 49 health. My max is 44. Oh, it's not actually connected to my hit points on my sheet, is it?
And you failed your constitution.
I failed my constitution for what?
Well, you took damage.
Oh, concentration.
Yes, concentration.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, fucking hell.
So that's just gonna... Oop. Those are just gonna go away.
I'm burning the forest down.
You're gonna try.
Please don't.
I have a spell that will succeed.
Please don't.
Too late.
All right. What's a funny thing here? You know, that's funny. And now,
No.
grasping weeds and vines sprout out of the ground.
Oh, I hate wood elves so much.
Counterspell.
You get a reaction counter spell?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and mark that spell slot. Still need to mark that as a cost in this boy. But he is not concentrating because it was counterspelled.
I don't feel like dealing with that.
Understandable. Our fallen elf is going to use half of his movement to stand up. And I'm sorry to break this to you, but the vines are back.
Fucking damn it.
That's it. I'm killing all of them.
I need you each to make a strength saving throw.
All of us?
All of you. Okay, so Sebastian and Celeste are currently restrained.
Yeah. Wait, Helly, question. Did the dogs succeed?
The dogs didn't. The dogs did succeed.
Okay, that means they can still pull us out of this.
Wait, did I succeed? Or did I miss too?
But David, you got a 22.
Oh. I'm good. I can direct the dogs.
Valk, you also succeeded. And it is now your turn.
Oh, did Nessa end her turn yet? No, right?
It has not been her
It's
turn
them
yet.
that had their turn. Okay, they had their turns. Got it.
Yes, they just
Alright.
had their turns. It is now Valk's turn.
I'm gonna cast Earth
Uh,
Tremor.
Real quick, I've gotta ban somebody. Be gone, thoughts.
And
Here's the
hammer.
home side.
Okay. Sorry, what were you doing, Valk?
I'm gonna cast Earth Tremor.
Okay, where are you casting it?
Like right here.
How big's the radius on that?
10 feet.
Do you want to put it over here so it knocks some trees out of an elf? I mean, some
Sure.
elves out of a tree?
Sure.
Fuck.
That works. See if anyone falls.
Alright. You hear two more thuds.
Hey, they both take the bludgeoning damage and the damage from falling.
would be 4 bludgeoning,
Okay.
and then whatever their fall damage would have been.
Which will be 1d6.
Yay!
Hey, and good news for you, Valk. Whoop, not what I meant to do.
Ah, perfect. I can see all of my targets now.
Thalia's also gonna shout across the way. Didn't your mama ever tell you it was rude to just attack people?
It's a lot of dice.
Well,
It is a lot of dice.
I had to roll fall damage.
Oh, right, okay.
I mean, I can take back the fall damage if you're concerned
No,
about
no,
dice.
no, no. I got nervous. I got nervous, okay? It's fine. We're all fine here now.
And he's no longer concentrating. Alright, anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Okay. Haley, it is your turn.
Wait, what broke with his concentration?
The flaming sphere that was on you.
That's good to know.
Yes, that is what broke. It is this guy who is currently tangling up, 2 of your party members. Cannot hear you if you are talking, Daily.
I'm not. I'm just trying to decide.
Okay,
Like,
just
I
make.
could use my spell slots.
It was just
and I
making sure.
Could.
We need to get you a longbow.
She hasn't got the dex for it.
No,
Better
you're right.
close combat.
To be fair, the range is why I gave her a sword with reach.
Yeah.
But I still don't even have the reach.
I mean, it's not perfect reach, but I mean, it's better than 5 feet. I've doubled your range.
You can also direct the dogs however you want. Just be careful with those trees.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't want to go to the reach, really. Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
I would suggest you pull us out of the vines at the very least.
I'm trying to remember what the range was on Convergence, but it doesn't tell me.
On what? Convergence?
Yeah, Chain of the Dawn. That's my weapon.
Oh, it's your range is 10 feet when swung with 2 hands.
Oh,
It's not bad.
rather than 5.
You
Yes,
could
rather
do a
than
drive
5.
by on the guy by that tree.
I'd either have to direct the dogs or I'd have to jump off, though.
Well, Sebastian can't direct the dogs right now. He's restrained.
Oh, wait, technically we're in the same space as the sled right now, right?
Well, the
Yeah.
dogs are on the front, and then you guys are on the sled.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
so
we
we're
can
still behind
swing
him.
around. You can get the sled within 10 feet of this dude and just take his head off if you try hard enough.
Alright. I will actually hold my action until I get within 10 feet of that dude. And then I will swing at him, double-handed.
Okay, and then you can direct the dogs as well.
Oh. Oh yeah, because that's movement, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's how we've been treating it.
Okay. Direct the dogs, just spring around then.
Are we gonna Tokyo drift these dogs a bit? Like swing around to the right
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea.
to try and get within 10 feet of these fuckers?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah. At the very least, we would have swung through and on a course that got her within 10 feet, is the plan.
Hey, David, does a 12 hit? I'm assuming no, but I
Nope.
gotta ask. You see a firebolt coming from your left hit the snow next to you.
Does it hit the snow next to me, or can we flavor text this as I deflect it with my sword?
If it was higher, I would say yes. But since it's a 12, the man just missed.
Sad.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
No. Well, unless I can move to the other side of Thalia so I can be closer to that dude.
Since you used your movement for the wolves, I'm gonna say no.
Well,
Okay.
she
Fair.
specifically said she would move the wolves so she could get within 10 feet of that guy. So the path the wolves were taking already was coming from down here-ish.
Down
And
here,
we were heading
and
up here. So the cart would be over here. Like over
the
on this side.
well, the way you guys
'Cause
were
it's falling
driving is that
behind the
you
dog.
went this way, and then started
No.
turning up this way.
The path that we took, though, was we went from here up to here, and now we're going up here.
Up here is also where Daly signified she wanted to go.
Exactly. That's where she wanted to go, but look at where the cart would actually be. It would follow this line. It would be behind the dogs the whole time. You've got the cart coming like we came out here
Yeah.
and then across, but we went through that. We were in the middle of that purple. Oh, one
I
sec.
don't understand what's going on, really.
The angles are weird.
Angles are weird.
Okay, I have to pick up my roommate.
All right.
Do we want to come back after like 30 minutes or just end here?
I'm
I
not
think-
gonna be awake in 30 minutes.
Yeah, we can end it here. I will make note of it being Sebastian's turn at the start, and we'll go about and go from there. But thank you
Did
guys all.
Nessa get her swing in on the guy at least?
They not 10 feet, not
Yeah,
within 10 feet yet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
That was
feet, but
literally
I'm
the
gonna hold
point of the
action.
maneuver she took, though, dude. Anyway,
The dog cart movements,
gonna
as you
hold-
said earlier, not a very sharp turning radius.
They
Yeah,
got us closer.
yeah,
Got us
that's
closer,
the whole.
and I'm holding my action until I'm within 10 feet.
You guys were here.
Yeah, and then we went straight.
Which
up
would
to
put
here,
you
essentially.
here.
Exactly, that's 10 feet.
For me.
And she prepared her swing before she moved the dogs, which means she could have just drive-by struck him too.
All
Just
right,
saying.
here, go ahead, Daly. Make your swing
I'm
quick.
doing a rules lawyer
I'm
asshole,
gonna make my
but
swing.
Make your
All
it's
right,
a
I'll
swing.
make
cool
my
moment.
swing.
I'm advocating for the cool.
Rule of cool. Rule of cool. They actually probably add this as Jack.
Okay.
Oh wait, I
Right.
need to target this guy. One sec, I need to target this guy.
I will come back after I pick up my roommate,
Target this
but
guy.
we can just like hang out a little bit if that's all right,
Two-handed.
if you want.
Okay, 24 does hit.
Cool. Damage. It's already adding my +2, it seems like. Is that right?
It
Yeah,
should.
it's already adding my +2.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And
9
then...
9 damage.
Should I Divine Smite? Am I gonna Divine Smite? I could Divine Smite. I'll use a first level spell slot to do Divine Smite. I'm gonna Divine Smite. 6 damage to that.
All right, and the entangle goes away. Boy here is looking bloodied, but he's still alive. And on that,
Oh,
we
at
will
least
be
6 damage.
we will be ending
I
it
did
here,
damage. Woo.
and we will be going about and be back with this hopefully next week, wrapping up this encounter, and we hope to see you all there. Say goodbye, everybody,
Night.
Later.
and goodbye.